guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. After last week I did Dory and you all loved it so much. This was expected to be coming. Nemo is here. Today we're gonna be doing Nemo. So many of you requested me to do Nemo, so yeah, today we're gonna be doing the face paint of Nemo. It takes time, patience. It's not for everybody, but well, you may enjoy it. So let's get started with this Nemo face paint. Well, the first thing to do, as always, is to create our guys. I'm going to be using a cold pencil to create it. And as always, going to be creating, first of all, the outline kind of guide. And then also going to be creating the inside of the drawing, the guideline. So where the colors are going to be divided. You know that after I start applying colors, I need to keep these guides so I know where to apply the rest of the different colors. But as you can see, this is the first step. You can erase some part and do a next type of shaping or change it. And well, I just suggested to have a picture next to you to know exactly how the design is going to fit into your face. Make sure you draw every single type of guide because this is very important, otherwise you will get messed up with colors afterwards. Well, now that we have our guide, we're going to start applying the base, which is the background. I'm going to be using Aqua colors. You know how I like to use these colors as a base. They are great, so I can apply cream colors on top. So for the neck, chest and shoulders, I'm going to be using a thick layer of black Aqua color, and also going to be using the same color to outline the design on my face and also cover one of the ears. And also, once I have all of these applied, I'm going to be using the same color to start outlining some of the designs. I'm going to be creating the outline of the white lines these clownfish or Nemo has. So I'm going to be taking after dancing a little bit. I love to listen to Justin Timberlake's song on my videos while I'm filming or recording. So well, what I was saying is take a liner brush and start creating the outline areas of the white lines that this fish has. So I'm going to shake it a little. After shaking myself, I'm going to be shaking the pencil just a little bit to not create these pure lines, more like organic lines. So I'm going to outline the 3 lines that shows in this design, one on the tail, one in the middle, one in the front. And also I'm going to be outlining the tail parts, but this is going to not be showing until I outline this outline with white. But I'm going to go ahead and keep on adding a little bit of color, a lot of color. So I'm going to be taking the orange Aqua color and start applying all over the orange area. Make sure you cover well the lashes and eyebrows because they tend to show pretty easy. So keep adding some of this orange in the orange area, then make sure you leave the guidelines showing up so we know where to apply the next color. I'll be adding a little bit of this normal regular color orange on the areas of the fins, also just the beginning of it. And then I'm gonna mix it up just a tiny bit with white and create a lighter orange and apply on the rest of the fins just to make a little bit of texture and difference between the body and the fins. So this is very easy way to create different volumes. So I'm gonna be adding in all of the fins and the tail also. And then I'm gonna be taking a little darker orange, something in between, and mix the kind of a connection between the colors. Now moving to the stripes, I'm gonna be mixing a white and a tiny bit of black to create a dark white and apply on the strips. And also, as I was telling you before, I'm gonna be creating kind of a lines on the border of the fins and the tail to create more showing off type of effect. Now you can see actually the fins and the tail. Now with the pure white, I'm gonna be creating filling in the eyeballs. I'm gonna lift where is the artist is going to be, and this is the perfect time. So if we can see our eyes, they are not in the right shape, or we can enhance or make it smaller. Now is the right time to do so. so it keeps adding a little bit of white around it. And now Nemo has a kind of orange iris, so I'm going to be using first the regular orange in some of the areas, and then I'm going to be adding a little bit of black to create a little depth on the orange and create darker orange and apply on the rest of the iris. That will give me right away depth into the eyes. The last step on the eye is going to be adding black on the inner part of the iris, on the pupil. And now that everything is dry, I'm gonna start giving some volume with a cream colors. I'm gonna be starting with a brownish, reddish, dark shade. This is gonna be perfect to create a shadings on the orange shade. So I'm gonna start by adding some shading on the borders of the body of Nemo to create more distance and difference between the fins and the body. And also starting some shading here and there, and mostly on the borders of the lines and also the borders of the body, just to create this more volume effect. Also gonna be adding in most of the borders the kind of the bottom borders of the body, just the borders of the mouth, around the chin, and also I'm gonna be start creating these shadings around the eyes to start shaping kind of the eyebrow shapes, and also giving a little more dimension around the eyes. I'm gonna be first adding this dimension around the eyes with a bigger brush, and then coming back with a smaller eyeliner brush to create more depth. Also going to be using this shading to create a little bit of the shape of the nose. Now is when I'm coming back for more details. I'm taking still the same brown reddish shade in an eyeliner brush and start creating lines around the eyes, and also I'm going to use the same smaller brush to create more details of shading around the borders of the body, and also to create a little bit of the shaping on the fins to create more dimension in it. And now I'll outline the eye area. Also I'm going to be using the same brown to create a little more depth, intensity on the lip, but I'm going to be soon there. So keep adding a little bit of the effect on the fins, and also don't forget to create the cracks on the bad fin of Nemo. That's nice, eh? Back to the mouth, first aligning with the brown and blend it to create just a lighter shading, and then back to the mouth with black, and now give it a little more dimension. Gonna use the same black to outline the eyes. It will give a little more shaping around it. Also gonna be using to create some depth on the eyeball and a little bit define on the iris and the pupil also. And the last touch is going to be giving some highlights. I'm going to start adding a little bit of highlights on the iris area by adding just the white dot. That will give a little bit of life to the eye. And the next step is going to be adding a little bit of a different highlights with a cream shade instead around the eyes, around the mouth. We're going to blend it. Also going to be adding a little bit of depth. We forgot the freckles, so we need to add the freckles around the nose on top of the mouth. And last touch is going to be adding the blue shading or the blue shape the white strip has of this fish. So I'm going to be adding a light blue shade and mix it a little bit with the darker blue in some of the areas, and add it between the white and the black on the strips, most close to the black, just toward fading into the white. And last touch is going to be adding a little bit of scales. For that I'm going to be taking just an eyeliner brush and the pure white and adding some scales around this strip I create, and also I'm going to be adding some scales around the orange area, just some of them, not too many, just to give a little dimension. And now is when we are done. I hope you enjoy this face paint. I'm enjoying so much doing this all-time kind of character that we all loved. You can leave me a comment on the down below on the video telling me which one of the character you want me to recreate as a face paint or as a makeup or whatever you feel like you want me to recreate. I'm gonna leave the list of products that I use on the bar below next to the blog post with pictures so you can download, and also another face paint tutorials that you may enjoy it. Here I had a direct link to subscribe to this, my special effect channel, the previous tutorial, and of course my social media. There you can text me and send me pictures, say hi to me, and all of that jazz. So as always, thanks so much for spending some time with me. Be happy and see you next one. Ciao!